All right. This video is about a father I know. This father is a victim. Now, he had his ex girlfriend who he's got kids with. He's got a lot of issues with her. He doesn't want to be with her. He says that a lot. He broke up with her a few years ago, and he was in a real funk and a real depression, and he got into drinking a lot. But he never put his children's safety at risk, ever. His ex did. She was pregnant and drinking heavily every day, drinking and driving with those children in the vehicle every day. She'd tell this man, hey, I need you to watch the kids so that I can have some time to myself, so that I can go hang out with my friends, so I can do this and so I can do that. And he'd agree to it. Of course, he loves his kids. He wants to see his kids. But every time, she didn't have anything to do. She was stalking him. And these kids are her easy in, her easy way into his life again. Over and over, she did this. She would come over here, drive over here with her kids, drunk off her ass. And while he's trying to hang out with his kids and spend time with his kids, he can't because she won't leave. She wants to start arguments and whine and pine. Well, something that I hear out of women a lot is no means no. How many women take no for an answer? Not very many of you. Women are 11 times more likely to be stalkers than men. Meanwhile, he's got to deal with his stalker because he's got kids with her. Now he's sort of back with her. She's going to lose everything that she's got because she won't stop drinking. She's pregnant again. She also, even though she was claiming that she wanted to get back together with him, and well, he got back together with her, and I'll explain that situation in a moment. He got back together with her, and she cheated on him. This is going to be their 5th kid together, and 2 of them are possibly or probably not his, but he is still being a daddy to those children. Meanwhile, she is still getting drunk every day. She won't clean her house. She's going to get ejected from low income because she is too drunk to clean her fucking house. Meanwhile, he's willing to clean her house, but she don't want him to because he's going to throw things away. Of course he's going to. She wants to move 4 people's stuff worth of trash into his place. Now, this woman, her drinking has affected my life and his quite a bit. When she got busted in a vehicle with 5 children, and not all of them were hers, she was too drunk to drive. They dropped the charges against her, but they charged this guy with crimes that he didn't commit because he kicked her out of the house. He did not literally kick her. He kicked her out of the house. It's not her house, it's his. She has her own place. So they took their kids, his and hers, because these children are both of their kids, and put them into the system. And this guy had to jump through a bunch of hoops and go through a bunch of classes because of something that he didn't do. He did not do anything wrong. She did. Now he's back together with her. He doesn't want to be with her. He's with her because that way he can at least keep an eye on his kids. At least he can keep them reasonably safe from this alcoholic. Meanwhile, he's got drinking problems of his own, and he's trying to work through those. He's doing the best that he can, given the situation. Yes, he still drinks, but he's not driving around drunk with children in the vehicle. When she hit him repeatedly in front of me and was throwing things at him, he was too afraid to call the cops. That's because America is sexist. Everything is the man's fault. It's his fault that she was drinking and driving with 5 kids in the vehicle. How can it possibly be his fault? He wasn't there. He was not in the vehicle. He's not the one that gave her the alcohol. He did not drink the alcohol for her. Meanwhile, he had to take classes that he had to pay for because he kicked her out of his house when she was being abusive. She's pregnant, extremely pregnant, still gets drunk every day. It's probably not his kid, and he is dealing with it like a goddamn champion. Meanwhile, the police have repeatedly used the fact that he's got kids to try to intimidate him into not helping me, to try to intimidate him into not telling the truth. Well, here's the thing, he doesn't make a lot of money. I at least contribute to the household. I at least pay bills. I at least do something. I haven't been drunk in many, many, many years. I haven't even taken a drink in many, many, many years. I'm the sober one in this situation. But at the same time, he's sober compared to her, even when he is drunk. He goes to work every day. After he's done with work, he goes and makes sure that his kids are safe. He is with a woman he doesn't even want to be with because he wants his children to be safe from her. And because he has a penis, his options are limited. Meanwhile, this woman is friends with a few of my predators. And I've got it recorded. I've got conversations with her recorded. I've got her recorded screaming that she's going to kill him. I've got recordings where you can hear objects smacking the fucking wall. Before I got locked up, he was pissed off that she was hanging out with one of my predators. Not because he was one of my predators, but because she has a history of cheating on him. And although this guy is one of my predators, and although she's now got 2 kids that are probably, well, not the guy she's pretending is the daddy, she claimed and swore up and down, and I've got all this recorded. She swore all up and down that she wasn't cheating on him. Swore all up and down that she did not go over to this guy's house to cheat on him. Well, then why did she go over there? Could it have something to do with the fact that I've got issues with her and with this guy whose house she went over with because of the bullshit that they have pulled? See, this guy who's a friend of mine, his kids are number 1. That is number 1 on his list. He's putting up with all of this bullshit because he loves his kids. But she's showing that she really doesn't. She used her kids as a tool so that she could stalk this guy. He's back with her so that she doesn't pull the bullshit that nearly all women in the United States are trained to pull when they don't get their own way. It must be the man's fault. This guy is a good father. It's not illegal for him to drink, and it's not illegal for her to drink. They're both of age. But the thing is, he doesn't get abusive when he's drunk, and she does. Then she's got him convinced that he's a bad person because he defends himself when she's drunk and beating on him. It's horrible listening to him talk about the situation when I was literally there for it, and he's telling me that it's his fault. No, dude, it is not your fault that she got drunk and was beating on you. It's not your fault that she lied and you thought that you were going to get to spend some quality time with your kids. But instead, she didn't want to go away. She wanted to continue to pity party you for over a year about how you should be with her. If a man did that, he would be in fucking prison. Now, the chances are pretty good that the reason that she was over at Mr. Warnick's house was not to cheat on this dude. Chances are pretty good that the reason that she was over there is because she was working together with Mr. Warnick to try to have me incarcerated. Because I know too much. Meanwhile, the recordings that I have could put her in prison for up to 20 years. God bless America. Jesus Christ.